I have to grab my Bernie mug that matches.
Go.
Grab that matches your sweater.
Oh, fantastic.
I just have to show it to you because I got this for my birthday.
Oh my God.
It's the Bernie, the Bernie
8
mug.
weeks ago.
And the mittens.
Oh my God. I love the mittens.
They're I don't know if they're the originals, but the Lost Creek. I guess that might be the brand of the Bernie mittens. Anyway.
Oh my God, they're adorable. I love them. You know, you have to support Bernie. Welcome to Dina Six TV.
Hello.
Staples. Hello. Yes, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to get to Take Me to Tarzana because I watched it today. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
And we're going to talk about the divorce party too. But I just wanted to get a little background, you know, on how you got started in the industry. I know you're from LA. Yeah. So you started off in theater.
Started off in theater, grew up in Orange County, so Laguna Hills, Orange County, Laguna Beach, but no, I was Laguna Hills, so almost Laguna Beach, but I love Laguna Beach, the TV show. And yeah, I was a musical theater gal through and through. Went to a super academic school, but was really just all I wanted to do was perform. So at the end of the day, I ended up getting into Northwestern, which is very exciting, and got to do the same thing that was academic, but also have the freedom to perform as much as possible. And then, I performed regionally in Chicago at places like the Marriott Lincolnshire that are known out there, Jackalope Theater, got to do like musicals and plays, which was cool. I was like, oh, I can do both, amazing. An off-Broadway show, Kafka's The Trial, which is very dramatic.
That's how you get your chops going through the theater, man. There's nothing like it.
Exactly. And then I took right after school and during this theater performing time, my first on-camera class, because in theater school that it's kind of they're two competing mediums, right?
Yeah.
And of course, I think also in the past 10 years, where, you know, I'm not aging myself, but in the past 10 years.
Do you have to worry? Yeah, go ahead.
I love it. Past 10 years, film and TV, of course, has blown up, right? So anyway, so I took my first on-camera class and was like, oh my gosh, I gotta move back to LA, where there's comedy. Of course, there's comedy in Chicago, but there's not enough shows filming there. Anyway, I could talk about that all day, but
you have to go where the things are.
Gotta go where the work is. And it was nice because home is just an hour away from LA, but I never lived in the big city of LA before. And I didn't mind the nice weather because Chicago, obviously every winter you'd have to go inside for 3.5 months, but I didn't mind.
Yeah, I'm in Jersey right now. So the weather's been mild, but you know, you got to go inside sometimes.
Yeah.
When did you go back to LA? When did you, has it been a couple of years?
2017.
Yeah.
Like end of 2017. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's been a couple of years. And then from there, just went, balls to the walls, making my own content. So
the only way to go is make your own content.
Yes.
With the numbers of women in the film industry, if you don't make your own content, it's.
Yeah, exactly. And it was funny because it's sort of that like necessity is the mother of invention kind of thing, where I was new to LA and it's funny because you're starting over in a way, right? Like I had so much experience in theater, but then had to retrain of what on camera is, and then also build chops in the film world. So it just started with shorts, and my first pilot was called The Influencers, which I, of course, co-created, wrote, and was the lead in and produced. So that's what you got to do.
That's the way you do it. Yeah.
All the hats. Why have more? Why hire more people when you can do it all?
Yeah.
With my co-writer Allie, and that was a really cool process actually, because I'd written theater shows, but it was the first film TV project I had written. And so her name's Allie Kornfeld. She's from Australia. She's brilliant in the UCB world in New York for years, and so she was able to teach me structure and plot, character development, and all these things. So we wrote like 5 episodes, and we shot the pilot. That's done very well on the festival circuit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that one was fun. The premise is this aspiring talent agent that I play thinks she has an interview at ICM, but it's internet celebrity moguls. And it's all, Chewbacca mom, cats, YouTubers. There's a character that's very loosely based on Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and just kind of the madness that is. But it's funny because when I first moved to LA, I moved to a building that had a bunch of Vine stars and influencers. So it was kind of
we all in LA, everybody's influencers in LA buildings. Yeah.
I saw it was so funny. Someone's profession the other day was just YouTuber. And I'm like, fair. All right. So cool. Yeah. So that's how it all began. And long-windedly to say that there's a couple more shorts that I've done and pilots that have done well. And then I went, oh, let's do a feature, which was Take Me to Tarzana. Although I was brought onto that project pretty close, actually, like within 6 months of that shooting. And then now my baby feature is in the works at the moment.
Take Me to Tarzana was hysterical. I was rolling. I was rolling at some point. It was super, super funny.
Oh, thank you.
What was his name? Oh, I wrote
Jonathan Bennett.
Chris Coppola, who played the bad guy. He was hysterical. But every single person. And you were Eileen. I was like, I loved Eileen. I was like, oh my God, she was so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was so well done. You know, it was so, and it was super funny. When they did the fake positions with the girlfriend on oh my God, I was peeing in my pants.
That really means the world. And yes, but thank you for sharing with your network, because obviously it came out officially February 19th, everywhere you can buy movies, which is very exciting. But getting the word out during COVID, you know, and getting people to watch it is a new frontier, right? But we've been getting this feedback. And I'm so glad, because I think it is something that everyone, all genders, races, ages can enjoy. It's just fun. And I think that
fun,
worth its weight in gold right now.
It's just so fun. All the characters are so out there. And when did you guys shoot it? Did you shoot prior to the to COVID, or?
Yeah, we shot it 2019, and it's funny. I met the director writer, who's brilliant and the nicest person in the entire world, Maceo Greenberg, and he'd been working on that script and that for like 5.5 years. And anyway, we met randomly by happenstance at Sundance, which they say these things happen, but they usually don't. But here's the Sundance story.
Love it. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la of two events that crossed over at the same time. Anyway, and he emailed me the script, and I was like, who is this guy emailing me a script? And it was hysterical. It was so funny. And I was like, okay, I want to do this. Within 4 months, I was producing, and I'd never produced a feature film before. One of the three main producers. Great. And in it as Miss Eileen, who's
my God, what a great character Eileen was.
I love that she knows what she's doing. You know, she's manipulating, and that was important actually, with the role that we discussed. We didn't just want it to be Chris's character, Smeltsy, like running the show, because he is this hysterical maniac, evil villain. But I liked. Oh yeah, and I mean, we had to do that one scene where this doesn't spoil anything. Yeah, where we're like kissing.
Oh my God,
we had to do it.
Oh, I gotta stop.
No, they won't understand until you see it, because it's still out there. And you can. And there's a monkey. I mean, you know, there's so many things that people are like, is that true? And it's like, yeah, that did happen.
That scene, oh my God, there's so many.
There's so many. But yeah, that scene with Chris, we had to do it like 12 times, because every time he was improvising. A lot of what he did was improv.
You could tell.
And it was so genius. And we were just rolling. And I think Jonathan Bennett, I've never seen him in a role like that.
And so handsome, so funny. I mean, every character was had its own unique take on things. And it really was, I mean, you know, people get the idea that a script comes out, gets shot. And this Greenberg, to 5 years. Yeah, he wrote this script 5 years prior. It takes a long time to get a feature film made.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it was his, you know, and he has so many others on the docket, and it just shows you that he worked in the tech industry. And so it's loosely based on kind of experience there, and you know, this whole Facebook data breach, all that jazz. So it's all sort of based loosely on truth in a way.
Yeah, you write what you know, and I like the little social aspect of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's always good to get a little eye opener here and there, you know, about what's going on.
Exactly. But anyway, it was so much fun. And we're just so excited to be, we shot it mid May of 2019. So exactly 2 years ago, and went through post. And then it totally broke our heart because we were done in December, I think. And then of course, February is when everything went wild.
Everything went crazy.
Yeah.
And the big shutdown. Yeah, because I'm sure he planned on showing it in the have a screening and a whole premiere night, and so many people lost out on their premiere nights. But guess what? It doesn't take away from the films at all.
Exactly. And we've done one premiere in the Valley because Tarzana at the plant over there, which was with the Valley Film Festival, which was amazing. But we are we're like, okay, when we get our real red carpet, we all can be together. That'll be really, really magical. I think it's so important right now to have something else, distract and have fun and get to escape. I mean, it's really, and we've seen with all the shows that are being watched and people eating content and look like crazy. Like we want that human connection. We want that storytelling. We want that love story that we have in here, of course. We need it. It's important.
Oh, it's important. I wrote a comedy, a dramedy I'm going to shoot in 2 weeks. Short in Central Park. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And
can you say what's it about?
It's about this woman who has an affair and meets him 20 years later. The guy 20 years later.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's got a secret. And I don't want to tell it because that's the cliffhanger on the end.
Okay.
It's a short piece. I'm writing it nine pages at a time and doing it part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm hoping to get a feature out of it at the end. So
that's really smart. I love. We love sectional like that. We love it. We love a series.
Well, I can produce it. I can produce it myself. Then I can shoot it if I do it 10 minutes at a time. You know what I mean? I don't have to come up with all the fun once, and you can do it. Anyway, back to you. So, all right. So, the next one, and I loved. I looked at the fundraiser too, that you wanted to talk about for your upcoming, my divorce party. You're executive producer for that.
Yeah.
And it's another feature. You're going to shoot in Joshua Tree.
Yes, this fall.
Go girl.
Woo! Exciting. Yes, no, we're really excited about that. Story with that one is, you get the adrenaline and you get the bug, just like with the theater. And congrats to you on making it happen in COVID. It was sometime in July, right? And what we were saying, I was heartbroken about not getting to do a premiere for Tarzana and all this jazz. And being like, you know what, let's do another one, and I want to do it during COVID, because we want to do the impossible. That's what we are as filmmakers. I am in a writers group called Deadline Junkies that I adore. They're in LA. We used to be in person, now it's all on Zoom, and they put up 3 scripts a week, 3 writers, about 20 pages to workshop, and people act them on Zoom, which is a whole new skill in itself as well. And Heidi, who's our writer director for my divorce party, I heard these 20 pages and I was like, this is it. This is the movie that I want to do. And it's so funny. It's like, I haven't laughed that much since Bridesmaids and now Barb and Star, which I adore.
Oh my God, Bridesmaids was the best movie on the planet.
Yes. And I'm always, craving a female ensemble film comedy. Where are they? They do not happen often. You can count them on one hand. Girls Trip, Rough Night, Bridesmaids, Book Smart, but that's not ensemble, that's 2. Anyway, so it's a market that needs some help. So and people want it. It's a market that the people are dying for it. And like whenever I tell people the premise, which is my character goes to Joshua Tree with her settlement money, hot mess, full black, in mourning, ready to burn it all because she's done, and she would rather her ex get nothing than get
I want to work on that film. Please let me work on that film.
Okay. Oh, come to Joshua. We'll make that happen. Let's do Joshua Tree in the fall. Let's do it. I would love. Okay, let's do it. And so her friends have to help her not spiral, and it's hilarious that we of course end up at a strip club in Joshua Tree, which is its own.
Man, I love it.
We end up, where else do we end up? Oh yeah, buying everything from the convenience store. Because what's funny too is we just went to Joshua Tree for Scout. It's very inexpensive there. So to try to spend $100,000 in Joshua Tree is like trying to spend that at, what is it, the west of the Wisconsin Dells or something, you know, it's like,
yeah,
it's impossible.
Oh,
So there's that, but of course, what's exciting too is it has a lot of heart. There is what I love, without spoiling again, but I like comedies that you don't realize that you've learned something and it's emotional until it's too late, where it's like, oh my gosh, here we are, and now this is emotional. I wasn't expecting that. So there's a little bit of that in this guy too. So that's how it started. And then I brought on, so me and Heidi, and then I brought on my executive producer from another short I did called Circus Person. I produced that one. That wasn't in that one. That was Britt Lauer, who's a Northwestern alum that you would know from Man Seeking Woman and what's her other huge show? Oh, High Maintenance, who's so talented, that went to Tribeca in their Now showcase, and she's a genius. So I brought Sam from that for this project. And then we've just been full steam ahead with the WeFunder campaign and looking at our goal.
Tell us a little bit about the WeFunder. Why is it unique?
So what's very cool about WeFunder, and I think interests us all as filmmakers, because we do need patrons of the arts at times, because I'm sure you and I have self-funded, is what I like to say, a majority of our projects. Once we're getting to this next level of casting star talent, which is what we are aiming to do and planning on doing, we got to have a little support from investors. And so what's fantastic about WeFunder, and definitely check it out if you're listening, it's different than Indiegogo or Kickstarter, because you're not just donating, you're investing in the project. So say the film makes money, you get a slice of that pie, you get a piece of the pie. And there are specific terms of, you get, 120% back on your principal, and then half of a profit split. That's where I start going into my investor side. But I think that's really important, because I want this to be one of many. It's been coming to me in the work that I love female driven and diverse stories, be that gender orientation, ethnicity, race, all of these things that are really important right now, that we're having uncomfortable and exciting progress and conversations on. And like, that's what's exciting about this group of gals too. Like, I have not seen a group of diverse 30 and above age group in comedy. I'm trying to think, maybe, once again, you can count on your hand how many films you've seen that have age diversity, women, body types. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And then they're still trying to cast Meryl Streep, I think, for 20-year-old parts.
Well, and Reese Witherspoon has been such an advocate. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, these people that they say, like her and Nicole Kidman.
Gina Davis has got a big campaign going on, but it's like busting through glass. It's hard.
It is. It's, but this is a problem, and a problem at the highest level of when Reese and Nicole are saying, there's no parts that aren't the lover or the mother. Yeah. Like, women do other things than those two things, y'all. Yeah.
Well, it's all male driven. It's all male writers, 99% male writers. So unless us women get out there and write our own content, like you and I and your friends are doing, it's always going to be a male point of view. So
that's true. That's so true. Yeah. So whole point being that WeFunder allows our supporters to invest in the project, and there's updates, so you get email updates throughout, and there's different perks, for example, being an extra on the set at a certain level, even becoming a producer on the project if you really want to get involved that hands-on. And it's exciting for me, because what I was saying is I'm excited to do many more this way. And so starting small, because the budget for this film is under $300K and under that, which is a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but
filmmaking,
that's what we would need to do it successfully during COVID. I'll tell you what, that's no joke of the budget for just testing and keeping everybody safe, that we'll be able to do this for years to come. Same group, same investors, of course, have new people that joined, but like specifically female driven content as well.
Amazing. Congratulations. I'm so happy that you're on it. I mean,
thank you.
Yay.
Get a t-shirt, our mug.
Yeah. Bernie and yay Desiree. All right, honey. I always joke that I don't like to record more than 20, 30 minutes. Not even Brad Pitt could hold anybody's attention for that long. So anything else pressing that you want anybody to know before I let you go? Beautiful Desiree Staples.
Oh, that's very sweet. Beautiful Dina.
Production company.
Desimo Productions. Because my mother's Monique. So it's kind of like Desi Lou.
I love it. And it makes a lot of sense. Tell everybody where they can reach you in case, you know.
Yes, it's at Desiree Staples on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way to follow the things. And also at My Divorce Party, the film on Instagram. And also at Take Me to Tarzana Film on Instagram. And if you go to wefunder.com/My Divorce Party, the film, you'll find My Divorce Party, the film. I think those are the ways. Yeah. So just follow all the things on the social media and it'll tell you where to go. And thank you, Dina, for having me. You are fabulous. I love your glasses. I love everything about you.
I love it.
I watched a lot of your hosting and different work, and I just think you're hysterical.
Oh, thanks for taking the time.
Of course. And yeah, we got to collaborate on something soon.
Would love. Don't tease me. Do not.
I won't.
All right.
I don't tease. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm always, hey, female collaborators. It's
the only way. Filmmaking is a big collaboration. So I appreciate you coming on. So wonderful to meet you.
Until the next.
Yes.
Stay safe. Have a great weekend.
Au revoir. Take care. Say hi to mom.
I will. Okay. I will. Bye, love.